The indictment of former FBI Director James Comey has sparked a contentious debate over the role of the federal judiciary in the wake of President Donald Trump's aggressive legal tactics. Days after Trump demanded his Justice Department act now to prosecute enemies, Comey was charged with false testimony and obstruction of an investigative proceeding, marking a dramatic escalation in the administration's efforts to wield federal power for retribution. This case highlights the tension between executive action and judicial independence, as critics argue the government's swift prosecution risks undermining public trust in the legal system. But here's where it gets controversial. Trump's insistence on immediate action, even when evidence is limited, raises questions about the balance between urgency and due process.
The indictment of Comey, who was fired in 2017 for his opposition to Trump's Russia investigation, underscores a broader pattern of using legal threats to silence dissent. Legal experts note that the government's initial refusal to charge Comey for an additional false statement count reflects a cautious approach, emphasizing the need for clear evidence before pursuing criminal cases. Attorney General Pamela Bondi's statement, "No one is above the law," underscores the administration's stance, yet it also invites scrutiny. How does the DOJ prioritize accountability over procedural rigor? The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Virginia revealed that if convicted, Comey could face up to 5 years in prison. A stark reminder that federal sentencing often falls short of maximum penalties. Meanwhile, the appointment of Lindsay Halligan, a White House aide and former defense attorney, to lead the office, despite her lack of prosecutorial experience, has drawn criticism for prioritizing political loyalty over legal expertise. This case is emblematic of a larger campaign by Trump to politicize the justice system, with critics labeling it a campaign of retribution against those they deem adversaries. Comey, a vocal critic of Trump's attempts to weaponize the judiciary, now faces a legal battle that could test the resilience of the federal court system. The investigation, launched in August following Trump's renewed calls for prosecutions, traces back to FBI Director Kash Patel's discovery of sensitive documents linked to the 2016 election. Prosecutors scrutinized Comey's 2020 testimony about Russian interference, questioning whether his statements could justify charges of perjury or obstruction. As the legal drama unfolds, the stakes are high. Will the court uphold the principle of impartial justice? Or will political pressure reshape the trajectory of this case? The answer may hinge on whether the government can prove sufficient probable cause to secure an indictment, a challenge that has already drawn skepticism from legal analysts. In the end, this case becomes a microcosm of a broader struggle between presidential authority and constitutional safeguards, leaving many wondering how far the line can be pushed without compromising the integrity of the legal process.